Sunday, everyone. I am closing out my weekend with some tie-dye. I had a very busy week, so I wanted to go out here and do some tie-dye. I got some new things I wanted to try, some upcycle things. I usually try to try out new things on upcycle clothing. And then of course I have some new blanks come in, so I want to try something on those. I'm really trying to, I just really want to elevate tie-dye as well, modernize it. It's not the typical tie-dye. And then of course, as always, do it to some relaxing music because I don't do anything without music. So I am getting on. If you're new to the channel, thanks for following. If you are on Instagram, follow me on It's Tie Dyed, or Facebook, Ty Prince Designs, or YouTube, Ty Prince Designs as well. So, getting on my gloves because these nails are gorgeous and we don't want them messed up. I think I'm gonna do about what I set up anyway. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces I'm gonna do tonight. 7, maybe 7 pieces I'm gonna do tonight. I've got the colors for 6. I didn't pick out the colors for number 7 yet. But let's get started. Oh, these are just nitrile gloves. I have some thicker gloves. They're just a little harder to work with when I'm doing some intricate folds. And I reuse my gloves, so I'm not using them once and done. I do have respect for the planet as much as possible in my control. So I reuse my gloves. I rinse them out and reuse them. So just to keep from having dyed hands. You most certainly don't have to use gloves, but if you like different colored hands, by all means, whatever you're fancy. But thanks for tuning in. Art Shallow. Glad you're tuning with us. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside for right now. And so this is a shirt I got at the vintage sale, a vintage thrift sale from Grab and Go Market. I washed it and put it in soda ash, but as you can see, when I first saw it, of course, I'm always checking labels. And it is, this one was 100% cotton, and it's a 2X. It said it was pre-shrunk, but anyway. This will probably be gifted to a friend or a family member because it's too big for me. But I thought the image was pretty cool, something to kind of do a tie-dye on, and then plus it was stained too, so even better, why not do a tie-dye on it? Initially, my initial thought, actually, I was going to do a V into this, like that, so it's kind of, the king is bursting out of it, but there's some stains up here, and I really want to cover this with color. So I've changed my mind, and what I'm going to do is do color all around, and I'm gonna draw a circle around here. Well, not really a circle. I'm fold the shirt in half because it appears to be somewhat of a symmetrical image, except for the rock. So I'm gonna fold the shirt in half. It's kind of a rough fold. Soak the shirt in soda ash solution. Oh goodness. Alright, so I'm gonna take my washable marker. And normally I would just, like for something like this, I just kind of grab it in the middle and do kind of a circle around, but I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna do some pleating up and around to try to do more of a soft outline of So this will be a straight line, straight-ish line. I say straight-ish, keyword straight-ish. So that should match roughly on this side too. So our endpoint is here on this side, our most point. And does that match? That gets us to the other side? Yes, it does. Okay. So I'm gonna come closer so you can see my pleating. I feel wrinkles in here, so that's what you see me trying to straighten this out. So I feel this little wrinkle right here. This isn't going to be too intricate. I'm gonna use rubber bands instead of sinew because I want more of a little bit looser flow and not so much white in here. Because the shirt's not exactly white anymore. It's more of an off-white. I don't know if I'll need clips, but okay. So I'm gonna just pleat. I'm gonna do some pretty bigger pleats, so about a 1/2 inch. Let's see, a 1/2 inch, like right here. So. No, if you iron the product, if you iron your garment, then you will not soda ash soak it because then that completely takes it out. So if you want to work with a dry product and an iron product, so there are some intricate folds where you really want no wrinkles and you want everything to be really flat and you iron out your folds, then you would wash it, dry it, iron it, then do your folds, and then you would put on your dye. So if you do liquid dye, you must mix soda ash in your liquid dye, or if you're using just straight powder dye and want to do an ice dye or hot water irrigation, then you put your powder dye directly on your garment per usual, but then you would have to add quite a bit more soda ash on top of that, because the soda ash is what makes the dye adhere to the material. So since this one is not as intricate and there's not like specific lines that I want, I just soaked it in soda ash, so I wouldn't have to add as much soda ash to the dye process. So I did the pre-soak versus having to do it at the end. I hope that answers your question. Let me know. So in pleating, why you draw a line is, as a guide, you basically want to keep you're making a straight line. This is not a straight line, right? But you're going to end up with a straight line in your pleat. And that's how you keep the shape of what you're pleating. So this part is easy considering, and you want to try to keep the same height as much as possible. I'm not as particular when it comes to that in certain folds. So to me, it moves how it moves. So I like to push my material to push it. I'm pushing forward so the material comes to me. Or you could pull, either one, whatever works. You'll find pushing, pulling is dependent on the material, how damp it is or not. So this is where we need to turn. So what is easy is I'm gonna turn the material and my hands, and we're just gonna turn and gonna pull all this forward to make this turn so that we get the line. We still get our straight, we're making our straight line. And you can guide these as you go, but We'll fix them once you have your big first rubber band. We're gonna turn, and then now before I was pushing, now I'm pulling the material towards me so I can hold this end and that it stays how I want it. Little bit of a turn here, so I'm going to take that turn and pull it forward. And since this is going to be pretty thick, so I said I didn't know if I was going to use clips or not. What you can do is clip the different sections to hold your pleats together. And I'll straighten up my line. Get clips because I have a lot more to go. So, in that sense, I need to get some bigger clips. We'll hold a little bit more. Laundry clips. I just learned about those. I need to look for some of those. Just so I can work a little bit better. Cause these ones are a little tight, so you can't do as much without them pinching messing with the shape too much. Try to get closer to the light so I can see what I'm doing. now we have our image, and I'll flip it over afterwards. So we're gonna get a rubber band to cover that, and then we'll fix this a little bit. Other side of my clip. So you want this to stay flat. I can already tell this rubber band may not hold. I'm going to add another one. On the front side. Okay, so we're going to just straighten up our pleats just a little bit, clean them up a little bit. No, it does not matter. You just need the clips temporarily. We're not gonna leave them on. Thank you for the questions. So you see how we have a couple of the double pleats? That's where like our more intricate turns are. We've got smaller pleats within a bigger pleat. And then the end of your shirt, you can just force a pleat. So we're going to add some more rubber bands. Making sure our line is still in somewhat of a straight line. You can adjust as needed. Front section shifted. Okay, so that is the fold. This we're going to put in a other side, so we're still outside of the pattern, or the image, I should say. I need a tray. So really my main goal is this portion. I still may put this in a tray. Let's see. It'll fit in here. Cause this is made. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Water. And I'm gonna just fold this down. This is our barrier. We want color all this way. If color happens to come here, that's all fine. That's fine, because this is the way this image is. But we mainly want color all on this part. So. Yeah, but water travels. So these are magic tracks, like the kids' toys. I use it to make the ice barrier. So this is going to be an ice dye because I want to try out a couple of new colors. And they just fit perfectly. They're able to be manipulated perfectly. So. We have a couple leftover bottles. Just pop them in there for some extra stability. So this one, the colors that we have are in sync, kind of in line with the colors in the image. So I have Golden Brown by Dharma, Terracotta by Dharma, and Chino, which is a color my mother had, and I took some from her. And ooh, I can't remember who makes Chino. Oh, I do. Pro Chemical and Dye make Chino. I'm pretty sure. Yes. So that's the colors we're going to do. Little spoon, little napkin, and I was trying to decide if I want to do this dye over ice or dye under ice. I think I'm gonna do dye over ice. So let me get the ice first. Move this into a container. It's easier to scoop. Put on my mask. You always want to be safe. Put on your mask. There's no cute way to do this. Glad you can't see this. Okay. So I'm going to do dye over ice. That means we're putting the ice on first and then the dye on top. I'm gonna do it in lines of terracotta, golden brown, chino, and then so I'll probably do 2 lines of each. Wipe your spoon in between colors because you don't want to contaminate. That's golden brown. I'm just doing a medium sprinkle. Not too heavy, but not too light either. And this is chino. Since I know chino will be on the end, I'm gonna just go ahead and sprinkle this on the end. don't know if you can see that right there. The ice is melting fast. So like the powder's just sliding off instead of like going through like this one. How it's just going straight through. Here the powder's sliding off. What I'm going to do, because I mean it's moving too fast for me, I'm going to take maybe like another piece to kind of slow it down a bit. Okay. So that is the dye over ice, and always for good measure, sprinkle a little extra soda ash on top. Definitely wear your mask when you're dealing with soda ash. These particles and the dye, these particles are very thin, so don't want to bring them in. I mean, it's not gonna kill you or anything like that, but if you can be safe, be safe. So this is our first one. I didn't write this colors down, so I don't want to forget in case I need to repeat this. Okay. So the next one we're going to do is, what is that noise? Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna set this aside. They're actually all gonna end up in the garage because it's hot in the garage, which is what I want. But I'll do that when we're off camera. Alright, so the next one, wipe my space. Sure I have no extra dye on the table. And then put away this ice so it doesn't melt. Even though you feel like you didn't get dye in your hands, there's always dye everywhere. Alright, just a quick rinse. So the next one, is another ice dye. And okay, cool. What we're gonna do here is a scratch method. Actually, no. I wanted to try this new method first. Let me do that first. I wanted to try this new method first. So this is the style of this. This is Old Navy vintage tee. So it's not quite a crop. I mean, it's a crop top, but it's also not a crop top. That makes sense. It's longer than a crop top, but shorter than a regular t-shirt. So I'll turn this one inside out. I typically work with all my garments inside out unless it has an image like the one we just did that I want to make sure I'm trying to avoid. So this feels really nice actually. Let's look at the make. This is also 100% cotton as well, not pre-shrunk. This feels really nice though, really soft and like a good weight to it. So this is a new method that one of the fellow tie-dyers, she runs the Ladies of Tie-Dye Facebook group. Her name is Angie. And she came up with this method. And I've been wanting to try it. So again, as flat as you can, but these are all pre-soaked, so none of them are ironed. Goggles, no, you don't need goggles. You don't need goggles. If you want to wear safety glasses, you can, but you don't need to. Not at all. And this one is called the yardstick method. However, I mean, I do have a yardstick, but it's quite large. I don't think it could work. I was going to try to just do it with a ruler, but because it's a, not a full shirt, but no, I'll use the yardstick. It's called the yardstick method for a reason. Okay. So this method that she came up with is you're going to use this to roll in from 3 different corners, essentially. 3 or 4 different corners. So you just start at the end and just use your yardstick, ruler, whatever you got, and just fold it. Use it to fold in. Sort that out. You're gonna come on this side, do the same thing. Slide that out. And then here at the top, but you already got rolls though, so you need to kind of guide that a little bit more. And just keep rolling. That one straight line. So I'm gonna leave my yardstick in here while I tie it. So I'm gonna use artificial sinew. This is some reused pieces I've already used before. I don't waste anything if I can help it. So I just reuse my pieces if they're still tacky, and they are, as you can see. So I don't think I need a lot, so I'll use probably this one. So this one already had a knot in it. Instead of trying to slip it over, I'm gonna just use it to create my starting point. And then I'll wrap it around. Pull tight, hold and pull. You want it to catch, and you'll feel it catch. I'm gonna do it again. I don't want to lose that. You want it to catch on. It's catching on itself, basically. So, okay. And you come in. So I'm choosing, you can wrap wherever you like, but I'm choosing to wrap in the notch. Is what I'm choosing to do. Try to make sure that this is on itself. That's the way it catches. A few times around. Tight. Then again, I'm gonna wrap in this notch. you'll learn what your strength is and where you would stop pulling. I have broken quite a few pieces because I don't think I'm stronger than I realize. Get in the way. So this was the center of our shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and add one right here in the center since it's the biggest piece. That part stays. Our notch is right there, so I'm gonna do it right on that so it stays down. Notches are coming on this end. How the notches were to the left, now the notches are to the right. One more, which I'm actually going to slide this out now. Uh-oh. It's too tight. Oh, goodness. And I realized, okay, so my first one is on here, on the ruler. I can get it off. Okay, this was fun. I have to push it. It's slowly moving. Oh my gosh. You know what? Part of me should probably think I should push the other way because there's less room on this side. Okay. You know what? I might just cut this part. I'll have to retie this in. Okay, you know, that's what experimenting is for. What's funny is that I may just dye it with it on here. It's moving, just slowly moving. It's just so hard to grip a ruler. You know what? We're just gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it on here. Do something different. It's all right. Finish up this end, and then I will figure out how to put this in something. And I'll just tack a rubber band on this end. Get it off right now. So what we are going to do is make a contraption. Or I can set it outside and just make a barrier. Because I have something outside, I can just make a barrier to hold the ice. What we'll do. Okay. So I need something a little bit more stable than the magic tricks that's gonna sit and hold its own. So I'm going to use cardboard, I think. I don't think the magic tracks will stand up on its own since I need it to stay. Yeah. So we'll use cardboard, which I always have handy. You can rewatch these streams on YouTube under Ty Prince Designs. I hope you're safe, Map 1963, with the thunderstorms. actually going to reinforce the sides with some foil. For all those tie-dyers who don't think you're engineers and you come up with contraptions, you are. Trust me, you are. I'm actually working on something right now. Hopefully I can get that completed. Our contraption. And I will set this outside on because I don't think this is going to, well, let's see if it'll fit in a tray. We might be in business, but this tray is not, it's just shy of being like the right size, so it may slip and come inclined, but that's okay if it does. And this one too, I'm going to do dye over ice. So yeah, I'm gonna do dye over ice. And the two colors we have for this, is Happy Cat Dyes from their the Dye House Happy Cat Dye. Their Strawberry Skies. That's the kind of, it has a lot of different colors in it when we use it for ice dyes, made specifically for ice dye. And then I'm gonna add coral pink to it as well. Okay, let me get the ice. I hope you're enjoying the music. I knew it was gonna slide, that's okay. Put the ice on and then readjust it. Cause gravity. put this one outside. You will see. That's okay. It's gonna go outside. Keep trying to adjust that. Alright. Spoon. Napkin. Still die on the table. Well, that's gonna be fine. Anyway. Pink, strawberry skies. A little sprinkle of soda ash. Pop this outside right quick. I'll be right back. Okay, that was fun. Between almost dropping it, because I have dropped it, and a frog, who knows what that's about to look like. Because, woo-wee, half the ice fell on the ground. I had to try to replace it. And then I think two mosquitoes got me. Oh my goodness. Anyways, let's move on to our next one. Jeez. Okay, let's wash up right quick. Alright, this one's going to be a scrunch. We have a couple of scrunches coming up. Let me take this off for a hot minute. And then the other scrunch. Let's do this one first. Right, okay. So we're gonna scrunch and dye this one in the muck. So all that means is, damn, mosquito really got me. All that means is we're gonna scrunch it. So this is another thrifted find. It's a Nike jacket. Yeah, Nike. It's upside down. And again, we're gonna turn this one inside out because the polyester is on the inside, and so you want the material, since dye travels through, you want the material that's gonna be dyed, be able to touch each other. So. So the scrunch just means we're going to literally scrunch it. So this scrunch in the muck, I'm dyeing it in the muck. I'm gonna scrunch it inside of here. So, and we're gonna try to do tall, deep scrunches so you have peaks and valleys, essentially. So it's not just, I mean, if you want to just throw it in here, you could. But if you want a little bit more of a flow, there's rhyme and reason to everything. So I'm gonna just put this in here and create peaks and valleys. I know where I'm working. I'm working at the bottom of this, the sweatshirt, the hoodie, or sweatshirt. I don't even know if it has a hood on it, does it? No, it's just a sweatshirt. So here's a sleeve. I always do the sleeves last. So I'm at the top of the hoodie, or sweatshirt, sorry. This is also gonna be dye over ice as well. Creating peaks and valleys. So then we'll come and do the same thing with the sleeves and scrunch them on the side. Peaks and valleys. Peaks up, scrunch your valleys down, pull your peaks up. Okay. And so these colors, I want to do magenta galactica, which is Dharma, deep orange, Pro Chemical, And then Loading by Pro Chemical as well. Again, we're going to do Dye Over Ice. So let me grab my mask once again. All these have been soda ash soaps, of course. Some more ice. This is Magenta Galactica. And I like to go in diagonal. And I'm a bit heavier handed on this one because it is a hoodie and it's got to go through 2 layers of fabric. Then deep orange. Kind of see the colors that I put in here. The Magenta Galactica, the deep orange. And because it's in the muck, we're not gonna move it until we are ready to rinse it out. Because you don't want to disturb the muck. Alright, set this one to the side. Another scrunch as well, but this one's a little bit more targeted and I'm racking it. So I'm gonna do indigo. I've not tried this one yet, but I really like the color of natural indigo, so I'm curious if this will give me the same thing. And I'm gonna mix that with Bohemian Sunrise. Yeah, don't trust. That is completely clear. This is another blank. Like I said, I tested on the new blank and also an Old Navy. But it's really cool because it has this emblem on the back. And this, I believe, is polyester thread. So this should stay a white color or at least stand out bright compared to the color. And this is also 100% cotton. And then, like I said, the embroidery is polyester. So again, inside out for just habit. And like I said, this is gonna be a purposeful scrunch on how I scrunch it, because what I really want to do is kind of keep this little sun embroidery a little more separated in the container. So, because I'm gonna put, the way I'm gonna dye it is in a circular pattern. So I'm pulling this forward. Whew, sheesh. Okay, I'm pulling this up so I can make sure I don't forget it. Leave it, and then, but I don't want too much underneath it. So this will be my center, and then I'm just going to scrunch around it. Make sure I have my center. Where's the top of the shirt? So it's the top of the shirt. It's the bottom of the shirt. So I'm gonna scrunch everything around it, and this is gonna be racked. So I don't want this in the muck. So I'm racking it. I'm scrunching again tall. Peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. Not super tall this time because I'm just wanting to fit in here. Okay, so this now, like I said, I know where my center is. I just kind of create a little, oh, the ice is melty. It's kind of a little situation in the middle, so I know where my middle is. And again, this will be, ideally I want to do this dye over ice. And I think I will still do dye over ice for this scrunch. Because it's really wet and I don't want speckles. There we go. All right, so let me get the ice again. And I'm gonna have to make a note of where I'm putting it, so. so I know I can see where my middle is because I can see where the design is. So just make sure if you're doing something like this, you know exactly where you want to put your dye if you're being particular like this. I just am trying something. So you want to make sure all of your garment is covered with ice. Sometimes you gotta play ice Tetris. Keep losing my spoon. What did I do with it? I'll use a different one. Oh, alrighty. Starting with Bohemian Sunrise in the middle. So I'm going for a specific design. Oh, sorry. Bohemian Sunrise is by Delula Dye House. And I'm gonna go just a little wider than my design just so I don't make sure I don't miss any part of my little embroidered design because I'm really just getting the inside of the embroidery and the outside of the embroidery because embroidery is polyester, it's not gonna take the dye. Indigo, which I've not used with Pro Chemical Dye House. That's a bit. I really like the shade of indigo, the shade of blue indigo is. Or should I say, I don't even know the correct term because indigo is the proper term for blue. I'm going a little heavy on this just because the material was really thick, so I want to make sure it was light and thick, if that just makes sense. Overall, it's a light shirt, but the cotton is a more stiff. That's the word I'm looking for. More of a stiff cotton. love the color of indigo. So pretty. It looks like I need it. Well, I may leave it alone because there's a piece of fabric not covered with ice, but it is getting wet, so I'm gonna just let it be for now. Okay. Set aside. Oh, soda and sprinkle. You most certainly can use a drop cloth if you'd like. I actually am using a hard surface. When I first started, let me put this down so I can talk better. When I first started, I was using a tablecloth. But it was moving too much, so I just recommend a surface that can be white that isn't porous. So I got this little movable table from Michael's, actually. And I like to use this, but you could use anything that's not porous, or put a drop cloth down on as well for easier cleanup. Recommend wiping your surface in between your projects because dye is practically invisible. See, I didn't see any of this, but yet it came up on my paper towel. And keep from transferring to your other projects. The next one is also a scrunch too. However, this is an expensive piece. Let me grab it. So this one we're gonna truly do tall bead scrunch. So I tried out this method on a sheet, and actually let me show you the sheet first before I put the what we're gonna be doing. So I tried this I say method, it's a method, but also the particular basket I'm using I found at the store because it's really tall, and really helped me get the tall deep scrunch. So I actually just dried the sheet and the pillowcase. So let me pull that out so you can see. It is not washed by any means. I mean, it is not ironed. I typically like to show my pieces ironed. But this was a 100% cotton pillowcase. And I did light-handed dye. Like I only did one dye application and very light-handed because I wanted something a little softer. A softer flow. So I wanted just a soft flow for a sheet and pillowcase set. Just some, because when it's ironed, it'll look even more fabulous. I didn't actually do this one on camera, but see all the different flows here. Turn it around. So that's the pillowcase. And then the sheet was, I think, a 70-30 blend, so even softer. The flows are gonna be in here. So let me see if I can show parts of it. So really pretty, just pretty light flows in here. And this was just 2 dye powders, Terracotta and Alchemist. There's some of the purple in there. So this part of the sheet. Ooh, I don't know what I just knocked over. But and then Alchemist does have a little green in it, so that's what this comes from. Some of the heavier areas. So this is a technique of the foil. This is the technique I'm about to do for this somewhat more pricier blank. But I did get it on sale, but it's, you know, not a few dollars, I'll say that. So this is a linen dress. It's a linen dress with some pretty embellishments. So I'm trying to modernize and bring up tie-dye into some higher end pieces. This is 45% viscose and 55% linen. Viscose is plant-based, a plant-based fiber. So it has a belt, a wraparound skirt. Clearly I did not get all the blue off of something. That's okay, I'm using blues for this. I'm using Bahama Blue, Jade Green, and Wasabi. Although I may not do the Wasabi. I'm going back and forth on that color. Not sure, but anyway, so this is the basket. It's a tall basket, and I added foil because it has the longer, not the crisscross sides, but so the top part of when I put the top part of the garment in, so this helps with the ice not falling out. So again, I'm gonna just inside out stretch this in the basket. So I'm going over the basket, the top of the garment, bottom of the garment, and then I like to work from. And I'm gonna just scrunch it in here. All these scrunch. I'm doing. Putting this in here. I'm having peaks and valleys. I want peaks and valleys. That's going to create your flow. Peaks and valleys. Actually, I think I am not going to use Wasabi. I'm going to probably use Bohemian Sunrise again. I think that'll be a little pretty with the other blue, these lighter blues. But anyway, so peaks, we want peaks and valleys. Kind of scrunch it together. pull up some of these pieces. I really need it to sit above the garment. Again. I used all the ice I had made. I'm gonna use ice that I had bought. Good layer of ice. Just one and twice. Alright, mask time. And so initially I was going to use Bahama Blue, Jade Green. I don't have the color tab one. I was going to do Wasabi, but I'm not going to do this color because I'm nervous about this green. This green and that blue, I'm not exactly feeling. That's what the liquid color would look like. If I knew that this is what it looks like with the ice split. And there's a little bit of that green in here, but it's a little too dark for what I'm going for. So I'm not gonna take any chances with this. So I'm gonna do Bahama Blue and Jade Green. And I'm gonna bring back the Bohemian Sunrise. So it'll be those three colors. What is it on me to keep losing this spoon? Where do I keep putting it? You have multiple spoons, so I got another one. Not the same one, but another one. As soon as I pull out the new one, I see what I did with the old one. I just like my particular spoon. Alright. So I typically would do a diagonal here. I think I'm gonna just do straight across lines. Or maybe even a V. Or yeah. I don't know. Trying to see if I want to do a V. I'll just do straight across lines. The jade green. I'm going for a tropical theme on this since it's a linen outfit. Hopefully I'll be on somebody's beach. shade green is one of, I keep saying this is one of my favorite colors. I have a lot of favorite colors when it comes to tie-dye. It's so pretty. The colors are almost like the ocean. Your blues, your greens, only a little sunset colors in there. So if this comes out what I want, and I'm thinking I have another 2-piece set that I'm gonna do the similar way. That's also higher end blank. That was on sale, and we'll do that one next on another day after I know how this turns out. Everything's got dye on it. Okay. Yeah, small piece of what I missed. On the blue side. Okay. Oh shoot, I was supposed to put something else in here. Oh well. That's okay. I'll just do it differently. I probably should have added another piece of foil on this other side. So this is what I'm talking about. See what I'm talking about here? I have ice slipping down, and I managed to get dye on the actual garment, which I don't like because this is what gives you speckles. So what I'm gonna do is try to add another piece of foil without messing it up too much, disturbing it too much. What did I touch? Okay. Okay. I think we should be good. just to be safe. Okay. Now we will set this aside as well. In the freezer. We were gonna do 6, maybe 7. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The 7th one, I may wait till tomorrow, only because I haven't picked those colors out yet. So I really want to make sure I get those. I don't want to just pick those colors without purpose, because it's a new technique and it's called Mindscape, and the technique is by a tie-dyer named Crispy, and it does require a 2-step process. So I kind of want to do that the same day, and I made to do it today as well, because you have to let the darker colors melt first, then flip it over and add the lighter colors. And I have not picked those colors, and since it's nighttime, we'll do that tomorrow, where I can get on in the morning and then come back in the afternoon, or midday in the afternoon, because I am volunteering tomorrow. All right, so then that means our last one is a color combo that one of my other fellow tie-dyers did I should say tangerine, kingfisher blue, and better blue, and it came out really nice. So this is just a t-shirt, a women's t-shirt from, it's a Kirkland signature, it's large. I'll turn it inside out. This will be the last one we do tonight. And this is all these tags, my goodness. It's Pima cotton. It's 100% Pima cotton. Okay. See, you never really know, but thankfully, what color, is that coming from my hand? Oh man. So you turn things inside out just in case. My initial plan for this was to do the yardstick fold again. But I may do a tight scrunch kind of geode situation. I haven't seen what the yardstick is going to look like yet, so I want to make sure I'm able to, I know what that looks like. This is also a very nice cotton shirt too. The feel is really nice as well. Alright, so this will be a tight scrunch / geode at the same time. So this is going to be a mix of rubber bands and tying it off, so we get a few white lines. So we'll use the rubber bands first to make the scrunch, and then we'll do use the sinew to make it tighter. And so scrunch literally just means that. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. I'm gonna hold it with some rubber bands and then I will tighten it with the sinew. Remember, if you are on Instagram, follow me on It's Tie Dyed. YouTube, if you want to watch this later, Ty Prince Designs. I just upload them raw like this. I don't do any cutting or editing, I should say. So if you just want to watch it over, and that way you can fast forward however you like. Slip knot preferably, but I will say I don't seem to tie my slip knots the same every time. I don't know why. I'm just weird that way. because it's polyester, it's not gonna die, but I don't want it to prohibit the dye from getting to the other parts. Okay, so that is that. Rack this one as well. Container. Got my spoon. These colors. I'm actually gonna throw in this little piece of underwear in here because it's cotton as well. And just scrunch it up next to it. And we use the magic check to hold it. Other way if I can. There. The ice a little better. Alright, same. I'm gonna do dye over ice for this as well. Mask on. Alright, so 3 colors are Better Blue Green, Kingfisher Blue, and Tangerine. Kingfisher Blue looks like this. That's Kingfisher Blue. So it'll be these. And Tangerine, which is an orange. I'm gonna just do a little bit of random places all over. Not a line or anything. Clumps in here. said, I really liked how the one I saw in the Facebook group came out. So I'm looking forward to this color combo. And last but not least, we'll sprinkle a soda ash. Dyed items. They will batch. I probably might, depending, I might rinse them out tomorrow night. Because it is absolutely hot here. So normally you would batch for 24 to 36 hours. The longer the batch, of course, the better. However, you really maintaining the heat. So if you can batch for less time at like 80, 90 degrees or higher, then it won't take as long. So, but thank you guys for all tuning in tonight. And hopefully I will see y'all tomorrow. Remember, follow me, subscribe, send me questions, anything that you may need. Just let me know. All right.